So, hit in the middle. You can answer the riddle. Oh, what's the middle letter of Zuprex go by? This is something I wouldn't understand or get very easily by myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's X. That is silly and stupid. I don't like this. I don't like this one. I don't like it. I get it, but it would take so long to even think of this stuff. Hydroponics and aeroponics. We get that it's the third letter, but what is the letter? Remove all duplicates? Oh, okay. Maybe it's the name. Can't be H because there's an H in without. I don't see a D anywhere. L is in culture, I guess. T, C. There is C here. G. There's no. Oh, there's G. W, N, E, S. Yeah. Is there another? Yeah. I guess it must be D. There's no other D in here, so I guess 3 is D. We know the fifth letter is N.
Yep.
Just as a recap. And we got messages in all these 4 books for the other first 4 letters. Now, starting with nautical cartography, it said, to our dear friend, 1 year soon, you'll finally join us here. So 1 year means it's going to be the first letter. The C's are awaiting your notice. So we're making an assumption that the first letter is C. Now I'm going to skip down to...
How'd you get D3?
I'll tell you in a second. Let's go to...
2. Okay.
2 here. Well, this isn't 2, but...
I'm
going to skip to Zoopraxiscope, right? Animals abound in a merry round. Seated in the middle can answer the riddle. So, I'm just going to take the name. This would take me a long time to have figured out on my own, but I did get a hint. The middle letter in Zoopraxiscope is X. It's right in the middle. There's 6 letters to the left, 6 letters to the right.
Oh, that's awesome.
The 4th letter, because on legs of 4 means it's going to be the 4 letters.
And that's
fourth
the
letter.
second one.
This is the second book.
Right.
But 4th letter, that's where this X comes from.
Okay.
I'm going to... yeah.
And how did you get D3?
So that's this one, hydroponics and aeroponics. I'm assuming it's D. I didn't actually check or anything, but I assume it's D. Because it says 3 years into the study, so we know it's the 3rd letter. That's where the 3 comes from. By removing all duplicates, I find only the only remaining true consonant is key. So I'm only paying attention to consonants, not vowels, in the name here. So I'm just going through and say, what is the only consonant that appears only once in this whole thing? And the only one is D. D does not appear anywhere else here more than one. Oh, actually, it says and. I wonder if that counts.
It might.
I just noticed the D and.
Nope, you got another one.
Well, no, that's different. This is a different line. I'm talking about this book. I'm talking about this book as a whole, so maybe the D does cancel out. So it can't be D. Can't be H because there's an H here. Y is sometimes that's one that's like, well, it's sometimes a consonant. So maybe it'll count, but if there's anything else, then I'd go with whatever else. The P and N, ICS appear twice here. W is here twice, growing in without. The T is in culture.
Yeah.
Oh, there is another Y. Yeah, so it can't even be Y. L is in culture. G is in growing. C-U-L-T-U-R-E. I don't see anything that appears only once then. Unless
it's the E.
E is a vowel, so that wouldn't count. Oh, wait, B. Is it B?
Yeah.
By?
Yeah.
I don't think there's any other B.
There you go.
So I think it's B, not D. B.
Yep. There you go. You wouldn't have figured that out unless it was me.
Yeah, unless we went back over it. If I wasn't going back over it, I wouldn't have noticed it.
You're welcome.
Then we have Ursats with nukes. This is the one that I didn't want to do right away because this is, to be fair, we probably don't even need to do this. We can probably guess the last letter. Just trial and error because we have 4 out of 5. You can just scroll through the letter until one works, but we should at least try to get the correct letter here. So we know this is going to be the second. And it says 2 simple words. 2 being, this is what the second letter it's going to be. And the 2 simple words are probably the ersatz quid nuncs. Those are probably the 2 words. I don't know what this is, but don't aquilonwi. I don't see what the heck this is at all. Where'd my phone go?
Right here.
Oh, it's that's right. We're looking at it for the picture. Forgot we were looking at it. I don't know what it's supposed to be, but let's just do the thing. I can't understand it. Alright. I'll have it explained before we move on, but we'll just plug in the code because again we don't even need this letter. We went through it. It's still nonsense. I have no idea what the third letter or second letter is supposed to be, but we know everything else, and that's all that matters. C. We don't know the second one really. This one's supposed to be B. I think. There is no B. What's it supposed to be then? Hold on. This one's X.
Then try D.
And this one's N. D?
D.
There is no D. There's
Okay.
W, S, Q. Hold on. Let me look at this. It's definitely not S. Is it W? Did we not realize? No, there's 2 W's. Or is it also Q? I don't think there was any Q, was there? No, there's no Q. P, no, that appears...
Is it a P?
No, P and N, Ponix appears twice, so they both P and N appear twice. L appears twice in soil and culture. And C, it's an onyx. X, I don't... Alright, I'm just gonna look at the hint because it doesn't make any sense to me. L. L appears twice, soil and culture though.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this game got it wrong again. I don't know. Or unless you're not supposed to use the author's name. But then you have a Y appear twice. D. I think the game is just really inconsistent. Because then Y could technically be a consonant too, but sometimes a vowel, so I don't know if they would say that.
I try L or W. I mean L. I try an L
Yeah.
or a Y.
Yeah. And for some reason, the second letter, it's supposed to be Q. Don't know why.
That's weird.
But didn't a Q? I'm gonna see how on earth it is a Q, because I don't understand that. How is it a Q? I didn't get at all what we're supposed to get.
What were we supposed
Spun
to
to
get?
Q will do. It was supposed to say spun to Q will do.
How the hell how did you get that out of that?
I don't know. There must have been some weird instruction. I do blame the game. I don't blame myself. I blame the game. The game's been wrong a few times. So it was wrong already from like the constellation stuff. Like I I couldn't not see it be correct in any way when we were doing the constellation stone stuff. It seemed wrong to me, even after being explained it. It seems wrong. This one, I'd say, is at least inconsistent. I mean, I guess I was including the author's name, but even then, technically it could be a Y, unless you just count it as a vowel. But then there's L.
That's twice.
Yeah, so how is it... How is... Oh, wait. That's right. Is it supposed to be L? I already forget.
Yes. Supposed to be L or Y.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I guess. Yeah. I already forgot what it was supposed to be. But I guess, yeah, it would have to be L if you don't count the author's name. So it's L. And this was Q. Okay. There's the last
I
doll.
think this doll is supposed to be me.
Okay. It's got a key on it. And there's a key too. Fiona. Despite my reservations, Brendan built and gave to Fiona her very own jetpack. Her constant, often tearful pleas for permission to use his had simply become intolerable. Brendan said it would help teach her responsibility, and I must admit, the look of pure joy on her face when he presented her with it, and her spontaneous, utterly sincere promise to use it carefully forever and ever, half convinced me it was a good idea. Besides, Brendan's work keeps us all so isolated here, it breaks my heart to think how lonely and bored she must be. But now she's everywhere, circling the castle, soaring over the bog, venturing out to the islands and back. And since Brendan is harder at work than ever on his liquid propellants, it falls upon me to don his jetpack and keep an eye on her whenever it appears she's getting too adventurous. Brendan has made my job somewhat easier by fitting Fiona's jetpack with a device that causes it to automatically descend should she try to fly beyond the borders of the castle towards the town. The fireworks inadvertently caused by Brendan's test launches have already created enough stir in town. Were someone to see Fiona arcing across the skies of Baylor, that would be the end of our happy life here for sure. Fortunately, working at the inn, as I do almost nightly, I hear all the rumors and manage to nip those concerning Castle Malloy in the bud by attributing the strange flickering lights to people. Some people swear they're seeing up here to the activities of fairies. I wonder if this is the innkeeper's writing, which to many, if not most of our neighbors, is a perfectly reasonable explanation. Not that I'm complaining. Mind you, Brendan has managed to fool everyone into thinking he's developing a new fuel for armored vehicles. Oh, I wonder if it's like World War II tech. It was supposed to be like something from World War II.
Maybe.
In fact, he sometimes conducts tours of the false laboratory he maintains next to the library in order to support his subterfuge. Oh boy. If the truth of what he's developing in the real lab were ever disclosed, I shudder to think of the consequences. Oh dear Fiona, just shot by outside the window. Time to have the jetpack, or time to brave the jetpack and go see what she's up to. Okay. Well, anyway, we got a key. And I think that
dog too big.
no, I don't think that's gonna be a concern. But we did have the key, and I think we can bring that to the bog. Because there's this thing here that has the same emblem as the key we found. Here we go. Happy 6th birthday to a darling daughter. Dear Fiona, you are the light of our life. Our deepest love to you always. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Is that it? Just a birthday letter? Is it Fiona that's out here in this hut?
Oh my gosh. Listen, I'm sorry. I shouldn't be in here. This is your home, isn't it? My name's Nancy Drew, and you're Fiona, right? Fiona Malloy? Fiona, listen, I didn't mean any harm. See, I'm looking for someone, a young man named Matt. I don't suppose you've seen him. Fiona?
Fiona.
Fiona. Relative of what's her face? The bride.
Okay.
She's a Malloy.
No, don't touch that. No!
Nuts. Well, now you're trapped over there and I'm trapped over here. No harm done.
I take it you're Matt. I'm Nancy Drew, the maid of honor.
Thrilled, I'm sure. You wouldn't happen to have a tunnel boring machine in your pocket, would you? Or food? Do you have any food on you? A biscuit or two? Some crisps? Cocoa Kringle? Anything?
Sorry.
Oh, the only thing that woman in the shabby dress ever gives me are carrots and potatoes and such. I've been wandering around down here for days. I want something full of sugar and nice, greasy fat. You know, real food.
She feeds you?
Every once in a while, the silo slides open, and she'll be standing up there in the fresh air looking down at me. Then I get showered with vegetables, she goes away, and the silo slides shut. Whenever I talk to her, she kind of grunts as if she understands what I'm saying, yet she refuses to help me. It's like I'm her pet or something. And now there's two of us. Dibs on the potatoes.
That's right, and she's probably the Banshee, and she was only glowing because of the jetpack.
Why did this door shut when I pulled that switch?
As best I can figure from the papers and drawings I've found, you're standing in the laboratory where the bloke who lived here during World War II did all his top-secret research. He was working on new forms of propulsion to be used in flying machines, rockets, that sort of thing. Apparently, to keep unwanted visitors out, he planted devices which would allow him, at the push of a button, to seal off the lab. This gate and all the others will go up when our hostess decides to feed us. Opening those silo doors seems to reset everything. Opening those silo doors is also the only way out of here. Believe me, I know.
Kyler and Kit think you disappeared as a practical joke.
A reasonable assumption. Pulling the wool over people's eyes while pulling the rug out from under them is something I take great pleasure in. I don't know why, I just do. And actually they are, in a way, quite correct. In point of fact, I stumbled upon the entrance to a secret passage in the nursery, so I thought it would be jolly good fun to make some ghostly sorts of noise from inside it and give Kyler a fright. But all of a sudden, this crow flew in through the window and came straight at my eyes. I fell backwards into the passage trying to get away from it, and the next thing I knew, I was falling through a hole in the floor. Fortunately, I only fell about 2 meters. So I got to my feet, and since it was dark and my glasses were knocked off when that crow attacked me, I started feeling my way along the wall, looking for a ladder or something so I could climb back up. But instead, my hand hit some sort of button. A siren went off, the door above me slid shut, and there I was. I yelled until I was hoarse, but no use. I was trapped. So I felt my way along the tunnel, looking for another way out, until I got to the lab you're standing in. At which point, I blundered into the button you just pressed, siren goes off, door comes down, and suddenly I'm even more trapped. Not long after that, the doors at the top of the silo slid open. So I looked up, and by squinting really hard, I could see an old woman with long hair, wearing a long ratty dress, just standing there, looking down at me. I called to her, told her who I was and what had happened. I told her everything, called to her till I went hoarse again, but she just stood there. I even tossed my ring up to her, saying, "Go ahead, keep it, just get me the heck out of here." Nothing.
Kyler's trying her best not to show it, but she's really worried about you.
That's the worst of it, knowing that my eagerness to play a silly prank on her is going to wind up ruining the wedding. She's going to be so disappointed, and humiliated, and appalled. She'll never forgive me. What an idiot I am. I love her so much, and I am so lucky a mongrel like me landing someone as smart and beautiful as her, and now, whether I ever get out of here or not, I'm going to lose her. What an unthinking, short-sighted, immature idiot.
For a while, Kit was convinced you disappeared because you had decided you didn't want to marry Kyler after all.
I'm not surprised. The fact is, soon after we got here, he tried to tell me I was about to make a colossal mistake and that I should call off the wedding. Such wishful thinking on his part is exactly why I didn't ask him to be my best man. Oh, I made up some excuse about office politics and occupational expediency, but Kit was and is, and hopefully always will be, my best friend. But having him be my best man knowing he's still smitten with Kyler? I figured I'd pass.
Mr. Delaney, the caretaker? He thinks you were spirited away by fairies.
You know, I actually missed that superstitious, super ridiculous old fossil. Kit and I spent the better part of an evening rigging line in the garden so we could fool him into thinking a leprechaun was moving through the bushes. Only a branch snapped off and whacked Kit in the eye, and that was that. Except, I must admit, seeing as I have no idea who or what that thing is that has us trapped down here, Mr. Delaney might not be all that wrong.
I'm pretty sure her name's Fiona. She's the daughter of Brendan Malloy, the guy who was doing all the research down here. Everyone thought she was killed along with her parents when this place exploded. But she wasn't, and she's been wandering around in the bog near the castle ever since.
So, if our wedding ever does take place, it looks like I'll end up with a crazy in-law after all.
So, Kit's black eye was not from a punch or anything, from being angry. It was from a prank that went wrong. Got hit in the eye with a branch.
I'm going to look around some more.
Great. Why don't I wait right here?
Now Nancy's stuck in here, right?
Yeah, she has to look for a way out. Never combine chemicals from these different chemical groups. Sodium and water, everybody loves that reaction. Goes boom. And this is just the periodic table, okay. And it shows you all the categories of what not to mix. Cesium and water, that one's good. It's a bigger boom. What the heck did I just look at? Final launch checklist required as part of level 5 procedures. Checklist must be used on launch day. Verify all alarming switches are off. Warning. All pyrotechnic devices must remain unarmed until completed. Rocket is on pad and ready to launch. Prepare a launch pad. Load rocket on base on launch prod. Secure propulsion igniter. Yada yada yada. Catastrophic failure procedures. Oh boy, it's cool. Disarm all non-fired pyrotechnic devices. Remove safety key. Verify correct build of rocket. Resume checklist. Prepare rocket.
Did you know there was a button here that says, "In case of lockdown, press to open"?
What? You mean something that could open up a way to escape was right under my nose the whole time? That does it. If I get out of here, I'm having that eye surgery. My weak stomach will just have to get over it.
What are we doing here? Good news, every cloud has a silver lining. The bad news, except the cloud of chemicals. So, is that just not iodine? I'm confused. Iodine doesn't blow up. It's... I'm a little confused. So you can't move it, I'm assuming. It's just ammonia. I don't understand. Oh, is it just saying, like, that wouldn't make any sense. It's like, it's just saying that I broke the glass or something? Can I not move anything? Phosphorus is not... I guess I can't grab anything. Maybe I need instructions. Chemical burns aren't painful. Oops, I thought you were a superhero. Never mind. Yeah. Alright, maybe I need instructions. Because I can't seem to grab anything. Rocket notes. I've decided to confine tests to liquid propellants only. Believe they will prove more efficient than either solid or hybrid propellant systems. This means altering rocket interior as liquids must be kept in separate tanks until ignition. Also requires separate combustion chamber. Test possibility of turning liquid fuels to gases prior to entering combustion chamber. May improve efficiency. Shifting of center of gravity will occur as propellants are ignited and forced out of rocket nozzle. Test varying weight loads and component placement to ensure stable flight. CGW. What's this stuff? What on earth? Tests have concluded that only fin type 1 is successful.
I just take a picture of it.
Yeah, I'll take a picture. I don't know what this is. It has different colors and...
I think you need it for that thing that you're doing now.
Maybe, I don't know. Due to heavier liquid loads, must now maximize thrust. Different propellant combinations will result in varying speeds. And Y specific heat ratio, R is gas constant. Gas constant. TE is exit temperature. See notes in Castle for results of previous tests and possible new combinations. Propellant X29 has been installed. Test launch tomorrow will be yada yada yada. Propellant combination Y31 to be prepared later today. Launch roller yada yada yada. Switch, insert safety key to power on. Flip first switch to check continuity. Green light indicates correct wire connection. Arm rocket. Second switch before initiating countdown. Flip third switch to launch. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. What is this? Can't touch that. Okay, so this is the model that we saw. It says 1, 2, 3. We have a fin. This is the second fin type. What do we need that fin type for? I don't know. Launch. Is that missing something? There's something...
Well, that was a bust. I must have done something wrong.
Yeah, obviously. Don't know what the heck we're doing here.